We're about to start.
Yeah, we haven't heard from Aaron yet, so we're just kind of waiting for him, seeing if he shows here.
Okay.
So give it a couple minutes here.
I don't think he's calling.
Oh, we can go without him. It's fine. I have his back. Don't you worry.
All right, looks like Aaron is here. Judge, if you want to just give me the word, I can send everybody over. Just let me know when you're ready.
Go ahead and send them all in. All right. Good morning.
Morning.
This is the Orting Municipal Court, and this is the arraignment calendar. I'm going to go through the rights, and I want to make sure everybody understands they have the following right. You're charged with a criminal offense that carries a possible jail sentence. You should understand you have the following rights. You're presumed innocent of any charge unless the charge is proven beyond a reasonable doubt. You have the right to a speedy trial. If you're held in jail before trial, you must be brought to trial within 60 days of your commencement date. If you're released from jail, you must be brought to trial within 90 days of your commencement date. You have a constitutional right to a jury trial unless you specifically give up that right by signing a jury trial waiver. You have the right to see, hear, and question all witnesses who testify against you. You have the right to call witnesses on your own behalf. You may have the court subpoena witnesses to appear and testify at no prior expense to you. You have the right to testify on your own behalf. You also have the right to remain silent and not give any testimony or present any evidence in your defense. Your silence cannot be used against you. You have the right to be represented by an attorney of your own choosing at arraignment and at all proceedings. If after your screen is determined you cannot afford an attorney, one will be appointed to represent you. Even though you do not have an attorney at arraignment, you do not waive your right to have an attorney at any later proceeding. For those of you who do have questions, we do have Mr. Rusnick who's here, and he is the standby counsel. If you feel you cannot have a fair trial because of the bias or prejudice of a particular judge, you have the right to ask for a different judge within 10 days of assignment to that judge. You're entitled to only one change of judge. You have the right of appeal from any judgment of guilty entered by this court. To begin the appeal, you must file a written notice of appeal in this court within 30 days of the judgment. If you plead guilty, you give up or waive all of your rights listed above except for the right to be represented by an attorney. If you are not a citizen of the United States, a plea of guilty to an offense punishable as a crime of state law may be grounds for deportation, exclusion from admission to the United States, or denial of naturalization pursuant to the laws of the United States. All right, are there any we can take out of order, Mr. Walls?
I do not have any at this point.
All right, thank you. And let me go ahead and see who is here. It looks like we have Mr. Riker is here. He is on a calendar. Is that? That's on the 9:30.
Hey, Lisa.
Misty Chester is here.
What's the name of my?
Michelle. Are you Michelle Holmquist? So I have, and Mr. Hector's on here, but he's on a 10 o'clock calendar, I believe.
There's one right
All right. All right, so we'll go ahead and take Misty Chester. Right. Let me see if I can get this out of the way. Misty, can you hear me? Mitzi? Do you have your mute on?
I'm not Mitzi.
No, I'm looking at Mitzi Chester. Mitzi, do you have your mute on?
Oh, there it goes.
All right, thank you.
I'm here.
All
Sorry,
right,
there
good
was
morning.
a thing blocking it. Good morning.
And you have, were you here when I read the rights this morning, just a few minutes ago?
Yes.
Did
Yes.
you understand each and every one of those rights?
Yes.
All right, I'm gonna go with your arraignment. You are Misty Chester. What's your date of birth?
10/13/73.
All right. And you are charged by the city of Orting that on or about 6/3/2020 in Orting, Washington, you committed the crime of assault, fourth-degree domestic violence alleged to have occurred against Taylor Chester. To that charge, a plea of not guilty is entered. Further formal readings hereby waiving probable cause is established based on the probable cause statement. Ms. Chester, are you currently employed?
No.
All right. Right at this point, I'm going to direct appoint Mr. Rusnick to represent you.
Okay.
And I'm going to release you on your own personal recognizance. The conditions
Okay.
of release are making all court appearances. We're going to set one in 30 days. Is that fine, Mr. Rusnick?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what's the 30-date date?
July 21st.
That's 7/21 at 10 o'clock a.m. Make all court appearances, notify of any address change, have no law violations. The domestic violence no contact order is going to remain in effect. And that was entered on 6/3/2020, and I believe that you received that. Is that correct?
Yes.
All right. Anything else, Mr. Wallace?
No, Your Honor. Conditions were previously set. The state's not asking for additional.
And Ms. Chester, is your address still at the 1202 Williams Court Northwest?
Correct.
All right. All right. Anything else, Mr. Rusnick?
Do you have a new number, Miss Chester? I could not get a hold of you. There was a secondary number, which was a work number. And because this is somewhat of a personal matter, I opted not to leave a message about what I was calling about. Do you have a 6604?
No, that's an old number.
Okay. Could I get a new number from you? Would that be okay?
Yeah. 253
Yeah.
241 2424.
2424. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Ms. Chester. That will be mailed to you, okay? That order?
Okay. Thank
All
you.
right. Thank you.
Uh-huh.
Free to go.
Okay.
And then Michelle Holmquist.
I believe she has private counsel.
All right. And you have an attorney?
Yeah.
I'm here. Hi.
Is that you, Barb?
It sure is.
Wow, it's the quietest I've ever heard you. I'm just. All right. So have
I
you
know.
already sent a notice of appearance in?
Yes.
Okay, we just haven't got it yet. So, and usually you're on top of that. So I just want to let you know we don't have it.
Okay, we'll double check on that.
And Ms. Holmquist, did you have the opportunity to hear the rights I read to you earlier this morning?
Yes.
Did you understand those? Barbara, are there anything
Yes.
you'd like to go over with your client at this point?
No, we're just,
All
we're just gonna, proceed by way of arraignment. And I think she's been in our office, so she understands basically the rights that she has.
All right, thank you. All right. And you are Michelle Anna Holmquist, is that correct?
Yes.
And what's your date of birth?
2/23/86.
All right. You're charged by the city of Orting that on or about 5/22/2020 in Orting, Washington, you committed the crime of driving under the influence in violation of 46-61502. To that charge, a plea of not guilty is entered. Further formal readings here by way of probable cause is established based on the probable cause statement. And releasing you on your own personal recognizance. And the next date, are you available? Is it
21.
7/21? Is that a good date for you, Ms. Bowden?
That should be
Sure.
fine. That should be.
Oh, me too, yeah.
What's that?
Both of us are good for that
All
day.
right.
Yeah, sorry. I didn't know.
That's at 10 o'clock a.m. Make all court appearances. Notify of any address change. Have no law violations and no alcohol or drugs during the pendency of this action.
Is this going to be by Zoom, you think?
No. Right now, it's planned on being in person.
Oh, my.
I know.
Okay.
We're trying to get the world back to normal.
Okay.
This is, I think anything else, Mr. Wallace?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Thank you. We'll be sending this out to both of you.
Okay, thank you. Thanks,
Thank you.
Ms. Holmquist.
Is that
Thank
all
you.
for you, Barb?
No, I have a pretrial with Brandon Huntley.
Okay, I don't see him here yet.
I'll check with him. He should be here.
Yeah, it's that's all right. Pretrial is, maybe his sign-in times I think is 9:30, so he may not be here yet. All right, who else we have on this calendar? I think that's the arraignment calendar. That's an awful lot of arraignments not here. All right. Mr. Walls, of the people who are left, there's something.
Your Honor,
that you
we
want
could probably address Mr. Riker.
Okay, let's take Mr. Riker. Good morning.
Your Honor, Mr. Riker was on an SOC. He has successfully completed it. The agreement was to amend it to drive and spend a third degree. So the city does amend.
All right, so
No objection to the amendment, waiving formal reading of the new matter.
and I assume there's a plea of guilty. Is that correct? And
Stipulation.
That would be
facts.
correct, Your Honor.
right,
Yes, a stipulation. Thank you, Your Honor.
so we're going to stipulate to the guilty plea, and I make that finding guilty, and there are no additional terms. I'm assuming. Is that correct?
I don't actually have the SOC form in front of me.
Yeah, so
I'm
90
not
days.
sure. I know it was to close. I'm not sure if there was a cost or fine left.
He's already paid $250, and then it says make a finding of guilt and close. It looks like.
Okay.
All right.
That's what the city has.
So we're going to make the finding of guilty beyond a reasonable doubt to the driving license suspended third degree, and we're going to close the case. Okay? Any questions, Mr. Riker? I think your microphone's off, sir.
He's still there.
Yeah. Hit
Is that any better?
now I can hear you. All right.
Okay.
Do you have any questions?
No, sir. I'm done with Orting courts now.
You are. I don't
Thank
think I
God.
see any other cases. All right. Have a good day. You're done. So
Okay, thank you.
for guilty judgment, probably.
Your Honor, we could address Nichols Hector.
Okay. You probably still need
He's on the 10 o'clock, I believe.
DWS enclosed. Okay.
My understanding is he is currently pro se. He has a pretrial on a no contact order, and then 2 reviews, and also the case is set for a no contact order recall.
All right. So, Mr. Hector, do you have an attorney?
No, I don't.
Are you currently
Mr.
employed?
Hector, were you, I'm sorry.
Are you
Were
currently
you
employed?
planning on,
Say it again, please. I'm sorry.
Are you currently employed?
We are not working right now, but work's gonna pick up in the next 2 weeks. I'm in a
what-
union.
Your union?
Cement Masons.
Okay.
We'll get busy in about 2 more weeks.
Yeah, I prefer that you have an attorney representing you. And in this case, because you have a lot of charges here that are pretty serious charges. So,
Mr. Hector, are you planning on retaining your other attorney, Donna, or one of her associates, Donna versus Smith?
Well, I need about 3,500 to do that. Right now, I don't have it.
No, I'm not talking about today, but is that your plan?
Yes,
In the, okay.
and then also my ex-wife, she wanted to drop the orders if that was possible. She's on the video chat.
I'll have Mr. Walls address that as well, but I'm still addressing what we need to do for today because these charges are still going forward and you need representation if they go forward. Because
Okay.
each one of these carries a maximum penalty of a $5,000 fine and a year in jail.
Mm,
And so
okay.
that's the reason that it is important to have an attorney in these matters.
She said work's been really slow. Um, like I said, it's gonna pick up in the next 2 weeks, and I'll be able to save some money.
All right. All right. Mr. Walls, what's your proposal?
So he's on an SOC for the underlying assault, and then there was a conviction for a VNCO, and then a new pending VNCO. He's supposed to be in DV treatment. He was, but in February he stopped attending, and they closed the file. He then didn't show up to court, and now he's back. I know the victim is present. She's indicated she wants the no contact order dropped, that there haven't been further problems for some time. But so I will defer to the court, but Mr. Hector has not been very responsible in taking care of these charges.
Yeah, I have two concerns. Number one, what you indicated that he has not been responsible and he has these more than one charge pending. The second problem I have is even if I were to set aside the no contact order, the DVPO or the domestic violence protection order remains in effect. So that would be a false security for you to do it. At this juncture, I'm not prepared to set aside the DVPO. And so I need to now focus on having Mr. Hector represented. I am going to, at this point, because of the current circumstance, I'm going to direct appoint Mr. Rusnick to the case. Once he's back at work, we will visit this matter. Mr. Rusnick, at this point, what is your recommendation?
I'd ask the court to take no action on the SOC at this point, but can we set him over to 721?
Any objection, Mr. Walls?
No, Your Honor.
All right, so we're going to set Mr. Hector over to 721. And Mr. Hector, make sure you get information from Mr. Rusnick and contact Mr. Rusnick. Keep in contact with him, and he can work through this with you. And we will address it on 721, okay? And I'm direct appointing him because I know you're in a hard financial circumstance right now. You can't afford an attorney right now, and I don't want you to go without one. All right, so thank you.
Sir Hector, can I get a phone number from you before you sign out?
253-508-1491.
Yeah. Is that a number I can leave a voicemail on? Are you the only one that listens to the voicemail? Okay.
Yes.
And do we have your correct address, Mr. Hector?
Yes.
What is it, just to be sure?
3511 70th Ave East, Fife, Washington, 98424.
Okay, thank you. You're free to go.
Already.
Ms. Hector, you're also free to go. And who is this? And who is signed in as Flex? Hello?
Can you hear me now?
Yes. And who are you?
Mr. Asi. Last name Asi, ASI.
Okay. All right. It's signed in as Flex, so I didn't know you were here. Were you here this morning when I read the rights?
I just went in when you were halfway through it.
All
And
right.
Your Honor, he's a 10 o'clock pretrial.
Oh, he is the pretrial. Excuse me. I'm already at the pretrial. All right. And do you have an attorney, Mr. Rossi?
No, I do not.
Your Honor,
Are
I
you-
see he was directly appointed in another court. This is a driving offense second degree, so I would ask to appoint the public defender in this case.
I'm going to direct appoint Mr. Resnick. Mr. Resnick, now it's in your court. What do you want to do?
Set it over to 7:21, please.
All right. And get your information from Mr. Rossi.
Mr. Rossi, may I have a good telephone number for you,
So we got him direct
please?
appointed.
253
Okay.
733
733
9877.
9877. Is
What
it
is your address?
acceptable?
Yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Is it acceptable to leave voicemail on that? I want to make sure you're the only one if I leave any messages about your case that other
Yes.
people aren't going to be listening. Okay. Okay.
What's your address, Mr. Rossi?
1808 137th Street, East Apartment 116, Tacoma, Washington 98445.
All right. Thank you. You're free to go. We'll send you a copy of the order.
Thank you.
Now we just have a room full of attorneys. That sucks.
Honor,
Barb, I did notice today that Ross was wearing a suit and tie. That was pretty impressive.
Yeah, he's a class act.
Well, I see that you've switched shirts with him.
Well, no, he's dressed up. He went to court. He went to Lakewood this morning.
I know. I was talking about his skull one from last week.
Oh yeah, very inappropriate. I talked to him about that.
Do you still have your legal assistant?
Yeah.
This cat's
Precious.
getting a lot of screen time. All right. Who was saying what?
If Ms. Bowden and I can go to a breakout room, we should probably talk about Mr. Huntley.
Are you
Can you
gonna be
do that, Devin?
nice? Is he gonna be nice? Don't put me in a breakout
All right.
room if he's not gonna be nice.
Stand by. I'll get you over to one here.
All right. Thank you. Devin's taking care of that. So, and it's just Matt. That's the only one left.
Oh,
I'm going to go mute.
All right. Me too.
George liked your school shirt last week.
I know. I wish I could say I'd wear it again.
Hey, Aaron and Barbara, if you click on the little icon of the door at the top of your screen, it'll put you back in the lobby, and then I'll move you over to a room.
Okay.
Do this. Yeah.
Leave breakout room. I want to go into the breakout room.
You're in a breakout room.
No, not with the judge. I need it with Aaron.
Well, yeah, but you're in one right now with His Honor.
I don't want to be with him. I
Of
want
course
to be
you
with
do. He's a
Aaron.
nice guy. You want to be with Aaron.
I don't know.
All right. Well, I think we have to leave and then
Okay,
create another.
leave.
Okay.
The administrator
No,
has
no,
to
no,
put you in the
don't leave, Barbara. Don't leave, Barbara. Nope. Never mind. We're good. You're back, Aaron.
I think there's at least one attorney in the lobby that we could probably handle that case, and Ms. Bowden should be back soon.
Oh, okay. Who did you want to come over? Was it?
So I saw.
I've got there's Barbara. Okay, here, let me send Barbara over here, and then Nadine Bertman. Is that?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll send them over here.
Your Honor, we could probably handle Ms. Bertman's case. I'm not sure if her client was coming, but that one's ready.
Good morning.
And good morning, Your Honor. For the record, Nadine Bertman on behalf of Mr. Park.
All right, and it's a review on SOC.
That's correct, Your Honor. This is a final review on SOC. He has successfully completed it and say moves to dismiss.
And no objection, Your Honor.
You're objecting? All right.
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, let me do the order of dismissal and we'll send it out.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And you're, well, when the court's ready.
I'm ready. Go ahead.
I believe that it looks like Joshua, I'm guessing that's Joshua Corp, who may need to speak to Mr. Resnick.
Yes, if you could send us out to a breakout room, that would be good.
All right, on the park matter, I have signed that order. We sent out. Thank you.
Okay, Mr. Rusnick and Josh, if you just click the little door icon, the red icon on the top of your screen, it'll put you into the lobby, and I'll put you into a room, private room.
Your Honor, if you want, there's a couple I could take care of while we're waiting for people to come back. Mark Marsh on the arraignment calendar.
All right.
That is driving span third and an insurance ticket. He does have his license back, so the city would move to amend, license on person, RCV 4620-017.
Okay. And I'll put that on the infraction calendar. Anyone else?
On the 930, Dane Bickle. That is a deferred prosecution. I cannot tell why that was set. I think it may have just been intended to be an internal review.
We just set him every year. That's all it is.
He's in compliance. We set him every year.
Okay. So I think we can strike that. He does appear to be in compliance still.
All right. Anyone else?
And then David Mullen.
And what calendar is that? 10?
That's a 930.
Mullen? Oh, there it is. Okay.
That is also end of an SOC, successfully completed, city moves to dismiss.
All right. All right. We will dismiss that one.
Oh,
All right. I have dismissed. Anything else?
Not that I can see at this point.
All right. I guess we're waiting for our 9:30 calendar's not showing up. Mr. O'Rourke is on Antonio Erb, and that's a review. Do you know anything about that?
So it looks like the issue is proof of eval and victim panel on a sentence, and that we haven't received.
All right. I'm going to see if I can get Kim to call, because he should be here, and I don't see him. All right. And then we did Park, and we've heard nothing from Mr. Pollock. Is that right, Mr. Resnick?
That is correct, Your Honor.
And that also was a proof of eval issue.
Okay.
I will share, although I can't speak to his case specifically, I will share with the court that in other courts I've had multiple clients who've had difficulty with this because of the corona issue.
Difficulty with
getting in to get an eval, continuing with group counseling, which has pretty much been put on a deep freeze by everybody, things like that. Just logistical problems that are beyond
And
their
if they would just come and tell us, it'd be nice.
Oh, yeah, you're preaching to the choir. I get it.
Yeah, I'm just saying. All right, I'm going to see if I can convince Kim to call Mr. O'Rourke on Mr. Erb to see what's his plan there, because he's still attorney of record. And
Mr. O'Rourke?
yeah, let's see if we can do
What's
that.
the defendant's name?
And that is on ERB, Antonio Erb.
Oh,
We can also do Mr. Corp if you want.
With who? Who?
We can also do Joshua Corp if you want. We had a discussion in the breakout room.
Okay. Oh, he's here.
He should be back in the main courtroom, I hope. Let me see
Okay.
if I can find it.
I think he is.
I see him. Yeah, he's back in the main room.
He needs to unmute.
Hello?
Mr. Corp.
Oh, is it working now?
Yeah, we have him on audio. I see. I don't think his video is on.
No video. All right.
Yeah.
So what are you doing, Mr. Corp?
I had. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Aaron. Go ahead.
The issues are, it looks like community service and proof of treatment.
Okay.
And Mr. Corp represented to me, and we had to do it through messaging because he couldn't get an audio link. He could hear me talk, but he couldn't speak back. But he has gotten the eval. He has not yet done the VIP, and he's had problems, again, kind of for the same reasons I was talking about treatment, because this corona thing, accessing a nonprofit organization. I'm asking the court to give another 45 days. Things are opening up. I think that these shutdowns, these restrictions are going away, notwithstanding some of the reports in the news to the contrary. And I think he'll have a little bit easier time of it going forward as far as getting signed up for community service with some nonprofit.
Any objection?
No, Your Honor, that's my understanding as well.
All right, so we're going to set it for 45 days, which would be
August
the
4th.
August 4th date.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Mr. Clerk, you're free to go.
Thank you.
What you guys do well.
I will go through. Right. Aaron?
Yeah.
I have Mr. O'Rourke on the phone. They're unable to download the app this morning, he or his client. So I was wondering if you objected to continuing this for the 30 days.
No, that's fine.
All right.
He is scheduled, Mr. Erb is scheduled for Wednesday with stop.
All right. He's also, Mr. Erb is scheduled for his eval next Wednesday with stop. So we're going to set this for 30 days. All right.
We're gonna set it for 30. So I will
And that's going to be a live hearing. All right.
And that will be.
Barb, I see that Mr. Huntley's here. Have you talked to him yet? Are you muted? It says you're muted.
There we go. Yeah, we just want to move him out till July 21st. We
All
have
right,
an agreement.
Have you told him that?
Yeah.
Okay, because he was just on my screen. All right.
Yeah. No, I told him to get on the screen because you would probably do it on the record.
All right, so there's agreement to continue to July 21st?
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Thank you.
We have Barb's address, so if we can't get a hold of him, we'll get a hold of him through Barb. All right, so we're signing an order, continuing to the 21st. We'll send it out.
Thank you.
And you can tell Mr. Huntley he is free to go.
Okay.
Huntley, yes. All right.
Bye. Have a good day.
Now we'll see how many of our 10 o'clock show. Because it is 6 minutes till. Let's see.
Sign this.
Aaron? Do you know if Tukwila does do they do the texting of hearings and stuff yet?
Texting appearance? What?
Texting of hearings, notices,
Like a mass
etc.
texting.
I don't know if they're texting. I know they're emailing, and they try to get email addresses.
Yeah, I
people.
know that they had it was about 2 years ago though. They had the seminar about things, and she was one of them. I thought that Kim said that she did the texting, but you're not aware of that. Okay.
Because I know they had volunteers calling people, and they may have been texting as well if they had the phone numbers.
All right. So I'll have Kim check with the clerk there or the administrator there and see. Yeah, we're trying to get a better way to get hearings out because, it didn't come in the mail and I don't have email, but everybody seems to have a phone. Everybody can text. So
exactly.
All right. We will check. We still have nobody coming in.
Yeah.
And it's
I found people have email addresses even if they don't have phone numbers these days. So.
And if they don't have phone numbers, I suspect they're not telling you the whole truth.
Yeah, maybe. But
I saw the homeless people in Auburn have cell phones.
Yeah.
I don't know how, but they have cell phones.
Yeah.
All right. I don't see anybody in 1004.
No, we did handle 3 off the 10 o'clock already.
Yeah, it looks like 12 are missing. All right. Next week, or next time that we do this, I'm going to start issuing warrants again, I believe, because I think that, people, especially to the same people that are just keep ignoring it over and over.
Right.
I think start issuing
what do you do
warrants.
at some point?
Yeah. So I will, we're going to put out in our notices this week that if they don't appear, that warrants will be issued at the next hearing. So I think it'd be good. It'd give them enough opportunity, a lot of these people. All right. I will, at 10:30, if we don't have anybody here, we're all going home.
Yeah. Let me run through these, just make sure, see if anyone has their license back.
All right, just let me know.
Okay.
Jory Nelson is here. He's apparently in the infraction meeting, so Devin's going to have him dial in over here. So,
okay.
As we come here, I don't know if you and Matt have. Is that a Matt case?
I think that's
It is.
Is this? No, I think it's a pro se drive and spend third.
Well, it has Matt as attorney. I don't know why. My calendar on 24. I'll see number 24 is and number 23 isn't.
Yeah, I see.
Huh.
Hey, Matt.
Why don't we just give me a minute to talk to him in the breakout room and see what we can do.
All right. So DOL is showing him eligible but not licensed, so I think he just needs to take his test.
Okay.
Why don't we just bump him 2 weeks, or let me talk to him in the breakout room. I don't know if he's.
All right.
I don't even know what he is as far as testing. I'm not sure if he can even take a test right now.
All right, Devin, can you send Matt and Jory to a breakout room when he comes in?
Yeah, actually, Matt, it'd be probably easiest. Can you, if you hang up with this meeting and then just join the infractions calendar meeting? He's actually in that meeting right now.
So let me ask you: is there a different number for that, or
Kim's going to give it to you right now.
Yep.
Okay.
And then that'll let you guys talk privately.
Okay.
Well, we're assuming Kim can find the number. Maybe.
I got it.
Oh, here we go.
All right. Ready, Matt?
Yeah, go ahead.
277
Yeah.
653
Yeah.
093.
Okay, 277-653-093. I'm signing out of this, and I will go to that. Thank you.
All right. We'll see you in a bit.
We are back. I don't know. Mr. Nielsen should be coming to this room. I gave him the number.
All right, so the plan is continuing this. Is that
I'm asking for 60 days. He said he's looked into it and they're not open yet. And that's consistent with what I think everybody's aware of. And I was going to say originally 30, but that just probably sets him up to be in the same predicament. It's just another case we have to deal with on the calendar.
hello, Mr.
I'm asking
Nelson?
for 60.
All right, any objection, Mr. Walls?
No, Your Honor.
And that's August.
18.
All right, Mr. Nelson, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
We're going to continue this to the 18th of August.
Okay.
And that'll give you time to get your license back and hopefully get this case over with. Okay?
Yep.
So we're going to send you out the order. I want to make sure we have your address. What's your address?
There's 119. Brittany, can you help me out with that?
9019.
It's 19019 International Boulevard.
Number 165.
Number 165. SeaTac, Washington 98188.
Right. All right. We'll send out the notice. All right. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Your Honor.
You're free to go. Thank you.
Bye.
Boulevard, SeaTac. I wrote something down. That was it was a pretrial calendar. And he has two cases on it. And if a couple of these people show up, that would take away half the calendar. Allison Walker and Stacy McCarty. That would take up half the calendar.
Yes, indeed.
But it is now 10:16, so.
We told them how we're doing.
And I can share with the court that neither of those two have valid numbers. So I haven't been able to get a hold of them.
All right, so we are doing our plans are we're doing live next hearings, and we are also going to start issuing warrants at the next hearing.
Not arraignments though, right? Virtual?
We're going to be in court. Bring your laptops because we're going to do virtual arraignment still on that. We don't need to bring those in, but we are going to start with our. Hopefully the plan is to bring people in one at a time. We're going to put a message out. They stay in their car, and we'll come out and essentially get them and go through the process. I don't know how many we had on the calendars, but we have not got a ton on the calendar intentionally. But we need to get this back. And after that, at that hearing, we're going to start issuing again warrants for people who are failing to appear. It's gone to the point where this is just now an excuse as opposed to a reason. And the excuse is no longer going to fly. So we're going to start issuing those. Other than that, if we don't get anybody else here in the next 13 minutes, then you guys are free to go. So, and Devin will let me know. So have a good week if I don't.
You too.
Hey, Aaron.
Yeah.
On Melissa Valley, is that just a complaint filed? I didn't miss a sector ticket, right? I just got it this morning. I didn't see anything. The reason I'm asking is because I'm missing a couple other sector the tickets that the officer's looking into. So, and I didn't know if this was one.
It was Valley was the name?
Yeah, last name Valley, first name Melissa.
Is that set for arraignment today?
It's not in
Yeah,
sector.
I don't have a sector.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll just file it off the complaint. Okay. And I'll have Kim send me. I need her birth date and stuff. So, but I'll get a hold of Kim. I just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Thanks, Aaron.